So what is volume? How do we work it out? Well, if you watch today's video, I'm going to answer those two questions. So what is going on, guys? It is Mr. Ryan's Tutoring here, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to learn how to find the volume of a prism, specifically regular prisms and triangular prisms. Just for clarification purposes, when I say regular prisms, I mean things like cubes and cuboids, and then triangular prisms also. So when most people think of volume, they think of this. I listen to my music at the full volume, yeah! Now that would actually be correct if we were talking about the sound of something, but we're talking about prisms, and when it comes to volume of prisms, it means the amount we can fit inside of a shape, and I'm going to show you an example of how that works. For example, I've got this shoebox here, which is shaped exactly like a cuboid, making it a perfect example, and the volume is what goes inside of the cuboid. So that space there is the volume, so how much we can fit inside the shoebox or the cuboid. So now that we have a good understanding of what volume is, we're now going to move on how to find the volume of a regular prism. So you're probably wondering what the formula is to find an area of a prism. To find the area of a prism, we simply do the base times the height. However, most people don't know what a base actually is, but the base is actually just the bottom part of the shape. I'm going to explain to you how to work that bit out first, so it makes a bit more sense. So if I was finding the base of this cuboid, for example, I would simply times this length and this length together. So for example, if this length was 4 centimeters and this length was 5 centimeters, we would have a base of 20 centimeters squared. Then once I've worked that out, I simply look at the height. So the height could be 3 centimeters, for example, and if you put that all together, you would get 60 centimeters cubed as your volume. And as you can see, I worked out the volume of that cuboid by doing the base first, so timesing the two values together and then timesing it by the height. Let's see if you guys are up for a quiz. Now today, I really want to challenge you guys. So you've got two options. Option 1, which is the easy option, you can use a calculator to answer this question. Option number 2, however, is can you work this out using long multiplication? Let's go. So on the screen, Mr. Ryan Jr. is going to draw a prism for me, and I want him to write the following values. So on the base at the bottom, I'd like him to write 9, 7, and for the height, I'd like him to write 13. Let's see if you guys are up for the challenge. And if you guys were able to answer that correctly, you would have got the answer of 819 centimeter cubed. And the way I worked that out is I simply did 9 times 7, which is 63, and then I did 63 times 13, which will get you 819 centimeter cubed. So for triangular prisms, it's actually not that much different. You follow exactly the same formula, so that's the base times the height. But the difference is you have to divide your answer by 2. Let's look at an example. So for example, if I've got a triangular prism with a base of 2 by 6 and then a height of 5, this is how we'd work it out. So first of all, we do 2 times 6, which is 12. And then 12 times 5, which is 60. But instead of leaving that as our answer, we actually need to divide it by 2. So we just do 60 divided by 2, which equals 30 centimeters cubed. So now it's time for the triangular prisms quiz. So on the screen, Mr. Ryan Jr. is going to draw me a triangular prism. On the base is going to have the measurements 3 centimeters and 4 centimeters. And on the height, it's going to be 8 centimeters. So your guys' job is to work out the volume. And if you guys were able to work out that correctly, you should have got your answer of 48 centimeters cubed. And this is how you work it out. So first of all, we do 3 times 4, which equals 12. And then we do 12 times 8, which equals 96. However, we still need to divide the 96 by 2. So if we do 96 divided by 2, we get the answer of 48 centimeters cubed. So it's that time in the video, grand finale quiz. And for today's grand finale quiz, Mr. Ryan Jr. is going to draw a regular prism and a triangular prism. And yours guys' job is to work out the volume of each of these prisms. Good luck! And if you guys managed to answer all of those questions correctly on all of the quizzes, good job. You are now officially volume of regular prisms and triangular prism masters. But anyway, unfortunately, today's video has to come to an end. But don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.